What's up, world? In today's video, we're going to be installing a new serpentine accessory drive belt and supercharger belt on the 2014 Shelby GT500. So jump in for another ride. Hey, thanks for jumping in for another ride. Really quick before we get started installing the belts, the parts that we're going to be using are a Motorcraft V-belt, part number BR3Z as in zebra 8620E, and the supercharger belt is going to be part number DR3Z as in zebra 8620B. Now, these two belts were sourced from Ford parts, and they are no sponsor of this channel whatsoever, so they've always just done a great job as far as supplying parts for whatever projects I may have going on around the shop. So if you in need for Ford parts, Ford parts is the way to go. I'll put a link down in the description below for the two belts, and also just for Tasca parts in general, so if you're interested, you can check that out. Okay, really quick, let's try to get these on the car. All right, so we're removing the radiator overflow to gain access and get a little more room so we can see what we're doing down the front of the engine compartment, or actually on the accessory drive. Okay, so if you can see the accessory drive tensioner, I'll zoom in on it, that is it right there. And just for reference, we're going to use a 15mm wrench, and I will show you how to put it on the tensioner and get it loosened up for the belt. So if you can see this, all you're going to do is put the wrench on the end of the tensioner on the bolt and pick up on it. So when you pick up, you're going to loosen the tension. Around the alternator. For the supercharger belt, we are going to use just a standard 3/8 drive extension. And I've got it adapted down here to a 1/2-inch drive just so we can have a longer handle ratchet. And so the end on the tensioner is just going to be the square 3/8. So we'll just pop this on the end of the 3/8 and we'll show you how this comes loose. All right, so the 3/8 drive just goes in like that. And again, we're using a 1/2-inch drive just for the length of the handle, because this tensioner does have a lot of pressure on it. And just like so. So we will get this belt out and start working on getting the new belt in. Okay, so yeah, the 16mm, we did go ahead and resort to pulling the tensioner off just because it's going to be easy. So my recommendation for anyone doing this in the driveway is just pull the tensioner. It's going to be easy. The tensioner is back on and the fresh supercharger belt is on, and whenever you go back with this, just make sure that you loop the belt around the tensioner first, bolt the tensioner up, and then go ahead and lace your supercharger belt around the pulleys and the air conditioning. And make no mistake, when you get ready to do this, it's going to be tight. So the fresh belt is definitely harder to get back on than the old one. But just take your time, be patient, and just kind of go through this process, and it will work out for you. And onto the accessory drive. so we're wrapping up. We have the coolant tank reinstalled, and biggest thing to this job is just remember on the Supercharger side, it's much easier if you just go ahead and remove that tensioner, and that helps you get the belt in and out much easier. And on the accessory drive side, the belt's really long, so just take your time with the routing on it. It's really not that difficult. It just takes time and paying attention to it. So I really hope this video helped you out. I couldn't find a ton on as far as the belt service on the GT500s. So maybe this will help a few people out. And I hope you liked the video, so jump in for another ride.